Have you ever wondered what it would be like to find the lost city of Atlantis? There are so many mysterious islands across the globe, each with its own stories and secrets. Could one of them be the lost home of Atlantis? Hey, they're curious minds. Welcome back to another video on Curious Media. In this video, we are exploring islands that might have been the home of the legendary lost city of Atlantis. Join us as we explore these islands and search for evidence of the mythical Atlantis. Who knows, maybe we will even find something that could prove the existence of the fabled city. So tune in and join us on our quest for the lost city of Atlantis, the mysterious history of the Azores. As the saying goes, every great mystery has a hidden history, and the Azores are no exception. The Azores are 9 islands in the Atlantic Ocean, located about a third of the way from Europe to North America. It is well known that these islands were discovered by Portuguese explorers in the 15th century and remained unoccupied until then. However, some researchers have recently suggested that the Azores were home to an ancient civilization thousands of years ago. In 2010, archaeologists discovered some Stone Age structures on the islands, sparking speculation that the Azores were inhabited much earlier than previously thought. To investigate this further, a special scientific commission was put together to study the matter. After careful analysis, it was concluded that the structures were either naturally occurring rock formations or had a more modern origin. But the mystery doesn't end there. More research has revealed that the DNA of mice from the Azores is similar to the DNA of mice found in Northern Europe. This suggests that the Azores were inhabited by humans long before the Portuguese arrived, which means that the Azores may have been home to an ancient civilization. To uncover the truth, Dr. Felix Rodriguez of the University of the Azores is on a mission to find out when this mysterious civilization first settled in the Azores. He is currently studying megalithic structures, which are thought to date back to the Neolithic age in Western Europe and the Mediterranean. Rodriguez's theory on the findings. According to Dr. Rodriguez, the findings date back 4,200 years. These structures, referred to as dolmens, are cylindrical in shape and found in one complex. Analysis of the material from the cavities revealed they are at least 2,500 years old, and some pieces of ceramics are even older. It appears that the rocks in the area have been moved and lifted, as evidenced by the small waves left by lava. It's thick and sticky, so it couldn't have left vertical marks. This means someone must have moved the rocks from their horizontal position. Another interesting finding is the presence of stone anchors with holes found by the sea. Similar ones were used in the Mediterranean and on the Atlantic coast of Europe, dating back to 1000 and 2000 BCE. However, the 15th century Portuguese were advanced sailors and never used stone anchors, only metal ones. The discovery of a structure built right on a volcanic top is also intriguing. It looks somewhat similar to structures built in the Mediterranean that are at least 2,000 years old and are called columbariums. They were used to store the ashes of the deceased. Next to it was something resembling an oven, so they could be part of one complex. Surrounding the structure is a basin in the middle and other channels that connect the 4 basins and the sunlight at different times of the year. It was all carefully planned, as the basins were lit the brightest during winter and summer solstices and the spring equinox. It appears they had a special meaning to their builders, as the water passed through all the basins and went directly into the sea, as if it was part of a purifying ritual. Some people are skeptical about the findings and believe they are all parts of a fortress from the 16th century. However, Professor Rodriguez is determined to prove it is much older and that there must have been an ancient civilization here that could have left because of the volcanoes that go crazy every 50 years. More discoveries on the Azores. Antonieta Costa is a postdoctoral student at the University of Porto in Portugal, and she's certain that the first people to arrive in the Azores Islands did so in prehistoric times. Her research has led her to stand stones with small openings, which she believes are part of a calendar system. Costa noticed that none of the slits in the rocks were aligned with the cardinal east direction, and the slits closest to it were smaller than the ones facing other directions. This leads her to believe that the slits are aligned with the solstices, which supports her hypothesis that it could be a calendar. Costa also believes that the inscriptions left on slabs of bedrock on the islands are similar to those maps that were left on rocks during the Stone Age in mainland Europe. An intriguing theory about the Azores is that it could have been the location of the famous lost city of Atlantis. Plato suggested that Atlantis was located in between the continents, and the coins and sculptures supposedly found in the Azores when the Portuguese first arrived point to the presence of someone else on the islands. In 2013, a sailor found a huge structure on the Azores coast that looked like a pyramid. While it was most likely a large submarine volcano, it's much cooler to think it was a big deal in Atlantis. We hope you enjoyed watching this video.